Hi, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rumela, and in today's video I'm going to share with you guys 3 ingredients that will give you brighter skin in 3 months. So let's go. So before we get into the video, I want to clear out a few points. So if you are not interested in the rant, I will leave a timestamp on the screen or in the description down below. You can skip directly to the video, but this is very important. Now the ingredients that I'm going to talk about in today's video will not magically give you brighter skin in 3 months or anything of that sort. You need to keep some points in mind for it to work effectively. The first one is to stay consistent. You will start seeing results in about like 4 to 6 weeks, but in 3 months you will see a visible difference. Like people will start to notice that your skin has started to look better and you will start getting compliments. Another point that I wanted to mention is that the ingredients that I'm talking about are just independent ingredients. Now they can be in a lot of products, and make sure you use the right product for your skin type and for your skin concern as well. Now if I talk about a certain ingredient, there are thousands of products. Like there are creams, there are serums, there are sheet masks, there are moisturizers that have that ingredient in it. So you can't just randomly pick any product and expect it to magically work on your skin. So make sure you use make sure you pick the right product. The third point is that you should have a complete skincare routine around these ingredients. Like you can't just use this ingredient directly on your face and then call it a day and then expect it to give you beautiful glowing skin. No, that's not how skincare works. You should have a proper cleanse. You should cleanse your face really well. You should tone, you should hydrate, you should also protect your skin, you should moisturize your skin. All of these all of these products together, combined together to make your skin look really nice. It's not that one product will give you beautiful glowy glass skin. That's not how it works. So make sure you have a proper skincare routine revolving around these ingredients, and you will see you will definitely see results in 3 months. That is my guarantee. So that is all I had to say. Now let's move on to the actual ingredients that will brighten your skin. The first ingredient that I want to talk about is vitamin C. Now I know a lot of people talk about this ingredient. It is loved by a lot of people, and some people also do not like it for some reason, but vitamin C will give you brighter skin in like 4 weeks के आसपास. You'll start to see results. You'll start to see that your skin is visibly looking brighter and more even toned and all of that, but provided that you use the right product and right in right quantity at the right time and all of that. Now when I started using vitamin C serum, I used to pick random products that are available in the market that has vitamin C in it. I did not care about the concentration. I did not care about other ingredients that went with it. I did not have a proper skincare routine. I just picked random vitamin C serums and I tried it and I did not like it. I did not like that ingredient that much back in the day when I started using it, but I did my research. I did a lot of research. I picked the right products and I inculcated it into my skincare routine, and I stayed consistent. I did all that can be done, and vitamin C has worked miraculously for me. And when I say this, I mean it. It has done wonders for my skin. The thing with vitamin C is that it is suitable for all skin types. It can cause a little purging for very sensitive skin type, but with vitamin C you always have to start small. That's the case with any actives, honestly. You have to start small and then gradually build your way. So that's the same with vitamin C. I introduced a 10% vitamin C into my skincare routine, and then I used it for more than 2 months, and then I moved on to a 15% vitamin C and all of that. Now I do have a complete video on my channel where I review two of the vitamin C's that I recommend to you guys. There's a complete video and a comparison, a review on both of these products, so you can go check them out. It is the Minimalist 10% vitamin C serum, and it is a Plum 15% vitamin C serum. These serums have worked beautifully for me. Now some of the benefits of a vitamin C serum is that it helps to brighten your skin. Of course, that is the whole point of the video. Then it helps to reduce hyperpigmentation. It helps to even out your skin tone. It helps to reduce dark spots. It helps to boost collagen production. It also helps to reduce dark circles. Now when I started applying vitamin C under my eyes, I started to see a visible difference in my dark circles as well. So vitamin C helps with that. It helps to give a very nice glow glow to your skin. It gives a, you know, what do you say, a healthy glow to the skin. You know, it's almost like you drink lots of water a day kind of a glow. It hydrates the skin beautifully. Vitamin C is one of the best skincare ingredient that will brighten your skin and help you reach that you know, beautiful skin goal that you have. Vitamin C is that one ingredient that you have to include in your skincare routine if you are looking to brighten your skin, and if you are looking to get rid of sun damage, sunspots, you know, all the damage that has caused from the UV rays, then vitamin C is your best friend. The next ingredient that I have here is AHAs, BHAs and PHAs, or basically chemical exfoliators. Now chemical exfoliators are they do kind of a similar job like the physical exfoliators, but they are less damaging on the skin and they give faster results than physical scrubs. Now physical scrubs are, you know, the scrubs that you get in the market that you just have to apply on your face, you know, massage for 5 minutes and then wash it off. It will help you know, get rid of dead skin cells and tan and all of that. That's exactly what AHAs, BHAs and PHAs do, but they you know, they do it faster, and you get more, like you get better results when you use chemical exfoliators as compared to physical exfoliators. Now don't just you know, go ahead and buy any random chemical exfoliator and expect it to give you miraculous result, as I said already 1,000 times. But yeah, make sure you use the right you know, chemical exfoliator for your skin type, where you are in the skincare journey and all of that. A lot of things matter. If you are somewhere around 23 to 25, you can introduce chemical exfoliation in your skincare routine. You can introduce earlier as well, but that would be it would be great if you do that under a consultation of a dermat. Chemical exfoliators help to get rid of the topmost layer of your skin. They help to get rid of the dead skin that is there, and they help to reduce suntan, sun damage and all of that. Chemical exfoliators can be quite harsh and they can be quite gentle as well, depending on what you pick and where you are in the journey. So there are 3 types of chemical exfoliators. One is AHA, the other one is BHA, and the third one is PHA. Now what AHAs do is that they help to get rid of the topmost layer of your skin, and the fresh, glowy, brighter skin that's inside, that will come on the top, and that's how your skin will look. It'll start looking brighter and glowy and more fresh and youthful and all of that. What BHAs do is that they penetrate deep into your skin and they help to clear out the pores. They help to clear out the dirt and gunk that's inside the pores. They help to minimize the pores, and they clean your skin from within. And PHAs are a form of AHAs. They do exactly what an AHA does, but they are more hydrating on your skin, and they're also a lot more milder on your skin. But again, they will give you slower results as compared to AHAs. AHAs and BHAs are quite drying on your skin, but PHAs are not like that. PHAs hydrate your skin, but they also exfoliate, but they will do it at a very, very slower rate as to what AHAs and BHAs do. But if you are someone with sensitive skin type, I would recommend starting with a PHA, and then you can gradually build your way up to a very, very mild AHA, and then a strong AHA, and you know, along with BHA and all of that. So that is how you should do ideally. If you are someone who uses AHAs and BHAs, make sure you moisturize your skin really, really well, because AHAs, BHAs, as I said, do dry your skin out, and that will in turn cause your skin to look dull and dehydrated. So the more you hydrate your skin, the more fresh and glowy it will look. Also, when you use any of the ingredients that I'm going to talk in today's video, make sure you protect your skin. Make sure you use a sunscreen every single day without fail. It's not okay to just go out you know, when you've used AHAs and BHAs, when you use vitamin C's and AHAs and all of that, it's not okay to just step out of your house and go in the sun. It will cause more harm than good to your skin. So make sure you protect your skin really, really well when you're using these form of ingredients. With someone who has like hyperpigmentation, dark spots, uneven skin tone and all of that, all of those issues, AHAs will do a good job. You can use AHAs once in a week or once in 2 weeks. That's the maximum you can use. Don't over exfoliate your skin. Also, when you are using these ingredients, make sure you use them independently and do not mix them together. Like, don't use vitamin C and AHA you can use them on the same day, but don't use it at the same time. So if you're using vitamin C in the morning, you can use AHA in the night and all of that. So just don't mix these ingredients. If you are someone who suffers from these problems, like problems that are on the topmost layer of your skin, then you can go for AHAs. If you are someone who suffers from acne and acne marks and large pores and all of that, you can go for BHA. BHA is the most common form of BHA is salicylic acid, and I think that works the best. The most common form of AHAs is glycolic acid and lactic acid. Lactic acid is a little bit more milder. You can use mandelic acid as well. That is again an AHA that is very, very mild because it has larger molecular size and it will not penetrate deep into your skin. Like PHAs, they have larger molecular size and they will exfoliate only the topmost layer. So mandelic acid and PHAs are best for beginners. If you are someone who's already into AHAs, then you can use you can use a 30% AHA. The ones that I would recommend is the first one is the Dot & Key 10% AHA 2% BHA exfoliating serum. I started with this and it gave me amazing results because I did not have any experience with AHAs and I did not use anything, and since I have like pretty normal skin, my skin does not react to every ingredient, all of that. So I started with an AHA. If you are someone who has super sensitive skin, I would not recommend starting with this. If you want a PHA, I would recommend the PHA 3% PHA and biotic toner from Minimalist. I absolutely love this. This hydrates my skin so well. This does brighten my skin a little bit, but since this has a very low concentration, it did not give me that much results. But when my sister uses, she does not use any kind of chemical exfoliator, okay? So when she used this, she saw great results with this, and also this is not at all drying. So if you are a beginner and you just don't want to take any risk with your skin, then you can start with this. Again, if you are someone who has normal skin, then you can go for the Dot & Key 10% AHA BHA, and the one that I have used before the Dermaco 30% one is the Minimalist one. The Minimalist 30% AHA BHA is also great. I've completely used that up. Khatam ho gaya, maine bottle bhi discard kar diya. I absolutely love that. That gave me amazing results. The one that I'm using now is the Dermaco 30% AHA and 2% BHA face peeling solution. Now with this, I did not see that much results as I saw with the Minimalist one. The Minimalist products have worked beautifully for me. There's not a single product that I can complain about, I feel. The only product that I felt a little meh about was the alpha arbutin one, because when I stopped using that, I felt like my skin went back to normal. But when I was using it, my skin did show great results. So that's the only product that I had an issue with. But alpha arbutin does that. It will only temporarily stop the melanin production. So when you are using it, you will see results. So that's what alpha arbutin does. So I can't complain that much. But apart from that, Minimalist products have worked beautifully for me. The Minimalist 30% AHA BHA has worked so well for me. And if you are looking for a 30% AHA BHA, I would recommend the Minimalist one over the Dermaco one. Okay, but this one also works great for me. It does not give me that great results, but it works well. And since I have got it, I have to use it. Okay. So these are all the AHAs and BHAs, PHAs that I would recommend. And again, this is another skincare ingredient that you will have to consistently use for a long period of time for it to show results. The last ingredient that I want to talk about is retinoids. Now, retinoid is a derivative of vitamin A, and it is a beautiful ingredient for the skin, provided that you use it in the right way, in the right manner. If you are somewhere around like 27, 28, I would recommend introducing retinoids in your skincare routine. Now, I haven't started using retinols in my skincare routine yet. I am still on retinoids because retinoids are less irritant. They are more irritating. They are more safe on the skin. And if you are a beginner, I would recommend starting with retinoids because retinols can cause really, bad breakouts and purging and all of that. But with retinoids, you will not be, you won't see all of that. Retinoids give slower results, of course, because they are less irritating than retinols, but with time you will start seeing results. With retinoids, you will have to give it like around 4 to 6 weeks for you to see visible results, and if you use this again for 3 months, you will start to notice great results in your skin. Now, coming to the benefits of retinoids, retinoids help to brighten your skin. They also help to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. So how they brighten your skin is that once you start aging, your skin cell turnover starts to slow down and your collagen production starts to slow down. That leads to dull looking skin, and it makes your skin really thin and all of that. So when you use retinoids, it will promote your skin cell turnover. It will promote it will boost the production of collagen in your skin, and the fresh skin that's beneath your dead skin, that will come out, and that is how brighter, fresh, glowy skin will come on top, and that's how your skin will start to look brighter and more glowy and all of that. Okay, so retinoids are a great ingredient that way. It also helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. That is majorly why retinoids are used. And retinoids also help to reduce acne, even though they are the causes of acne. If you use them in the right way, if you use them exactly how they are supposed to use, they will help to reduce acne and acne scars mainly, majorly all those tough acne scars, the stubborn acne scars that will not leave your skin no matter what. Retinoids will help you get rid of those scars. Okay, if you are someone who has really sensitive skin and you're scared to introduce retinoids in your skincare, what you can start doing is you can start using creams that are infused with retinoids. Okay, then you can move to serums. Also, before you apply your retinol, you can apply a layer of moisturizer, then apply retinoid, and then apply your moisturizer again. So basically do like a sandwich. Very important to hydrate your skin when you're using retinoids. Like very important to moisturize your skin. Never skip a moisturizer when you are using retinoids. Another thing to keep in mind when you're using retinoids is to never skip your sunscreen. When you use retinoids, your skin will be more sensitive to the harmful UV rays. It can cause a lot of damage to your skin. So when you're using retinoids, always use a sunscreen, even when you're indoors. And when you're outdoors, of course, you have to use a sunscreen that's SPF 50 or above. When you're indoors, SPF 30 is fine, but make sure you reapply your sunscreen, and make sure you take really good care of your skin as well when you're using retinoids. Okay, otherwise it can cause a lot of damage to your skin. You can use this once a week. You can start with once a week, then gradually build it up to twice a week, then 3 times a week. I would not recommend using this every single day at all, but you can use it thrice a week to the max. Okay, but you need to start very slow, build your way up, see how the product is working for you. And also if you are someone who has extremely dry skin, make sure you use like a good thick moisturizer, then a facial oil along with it, so that your skin does not start to peel and it does not start to look really shabby. So these are all the points that you need to keep in mind. That is all the information that I had to give in today's video. These 3 ingredients have given me the best skin of my life, and I'm so grateful to have done my research and introduced these products in my skincare routine. And I'm really happy for the way that my skin looks and feels at the moment. I have issues with dark circles. I'm dealing with that every single day. Vitamin C has helped me with that, but there are days when I'm like super lazy and I don't do my skincare as well. I am human. I know you guys are human too, but if you stick to a skincare routine, it will help you. Okay, that is all I had to say in today's video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, then don't forget to hit the like button down below, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys super soon in another video. Until then, bye bye.